I'm Colleen.
And I'm Caitlin. Welcome to our CrafterNoon adventures.
Good CrafterNoon makers, and welcome to my home studio. It's that certain special time during 2020 when we all get to work and play from home and really get to go nowhere. But crafting is something you can do anywhere, especially at home. So today we're working in, like I said, my home studio, otherwise known as my dining room. I do have kitties and puppies running around, so they may make an appearance, which will be exciting in the video. So today we are going to be making a felt coaster made out of scrap felt. So let's get started. So today's project, we're going to be using lots and lots of scraps of felt. If you're any kind of crafter like I am, you save everything. But I am going to give a disclaimer. This felt was actually cut using the Makerspace's Cricut Maker. The Cricut Maker has a rotary attachment that's similar to a rotary cutter that you'd use for cutting fabric. And it cut half-inch pieces of felt perfectly. So we've just got mounds and mounds of this stuff. Isn't that great? It's so pretty and colorful. If you don't have access to a Cricut Maker at home, or maybe one of your friends has one, I don't know, you can use a rotary cutter with an acrylic cutting ruler. Or, you know, if you don't have that, how about your trusty scissors? And we are also going to need a glue gun. I'm going to share my little tip of the day with you. I cut my glue sticks in half because when you get down to the end and you're trying to pump glue gun glue through and it won't push through if you cut it in half, your thumb can reach the end of it and give it a little extra nudge. Now I'm currently using this lovely City of Dubuque City Hall coaster for my coffee, but it's kind of boring. Plus, it doesn't absorb the sweat of moisture from my chilled beverages during the summertime, and I don't like to leave rings or marks or drips on my table or on my clothes as well. So we're going to make this simple felted coaster. And you can make it any color of the rainbow that you like. I'm starting with red. One of the most important things to do when you're starting out is make sure the end of your strip has plenty of glue, and you're going to try and roll it very tight. And it's always kind of difficult, like in any project, to get it started. A, because the glue is hot, and B, it's sticky and it is very tiny. But you want a nice tight roll to start. And then add a little strip of glue down the middle. And I'm saying just use a small strip because the glue does, this hot glue doesn't stay hot for long, and then it doesn't stick, and then you have to start over and it's just a disaster. So I'm going to do maybe 2 to 3 inch strip. I'm going to roll it tightly, and I'm going to make sure it stays even on both sides. You want it to have an evenness to it so that, you know, glass doesn't go wonky on you and spill your beverage. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more and continue rolling as we go. Glue and roll. Glue and roll. So when you get to the end of your first strip, make sure you have a nice amount of glue at the end so it keeps it tight to the rest of the felt. Okay, so we got a nice little roll there. Perfect. Now you can go on to your next color. I usually start out by putting just a little bit on the end so I can position it right next to where the last strip of felt ended. And then I'm going to put it back down on my table and repeat the glue and roll, glue and roll. It's a lot of fun to make this. Be careful. I just burnt myself on the glue gun itself. Glue gun, glue is hot, which, you know, thus its name. Kids can do this project. Adults, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles. It's simple and functional. You can actually use it in the end. Okay, very pretty. And I like to make sure everything is even on both sides before I start adding the next color. So I am just going to continue on. You will see this process through the magic of photo video editing. Go very fast. Okay, I'm just going to add one more strip here, and I'm going to give you a few little tips. As the coaster gets bigger, it obviously gets harder to keep it evenly rolled, so you may need to do a combination of just gluing, rolling, but picking it up to make sure that it's even on both sides. I don't know if you noticed during that speeded up video, I burnt myself on this glue a couple times. It's really hot. Please, please be careful. If you're doing this with younger children, you can use regular craft glue. You know, it comes in a bottle and it's not going to burn your fingers off like I about did. That would be a good tip too. Maybe a little less messy because you know you got little strings from the glue gun. One thing that I don't have with me is a larger piece of felt to put on the bottom to give it some stabilization, like this coaster has cork. If you had another piece of felt or maybe even cardboard, you could glue it to the bottom to add some stability. So that is our project for the day. You can make them. I did a rainbow of flavors in one and just a mishmash of colors in another. I'll have a link below to some photos of how you can add some funky design to these simple felt coasters. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.
We hope you enjoyed today's craft. Most projects we demonstrate can be made in under an hour and require a few basic tools or supplies.
Have questions or suggestions for future videos? Use the comment section below and we'll add it to our list. Thanks for watching, and remember the Makerspace mantra.
The only limit is your imagination.